The San Luis Valley in Colorado and the Nahanni Valley in Canada are two of North America's most prominent portal areas, where deep-rooted myths of interdimensional vortexes and prehistoric cryptids collide with dismal physical evidence such as beheaded corpses and surgically disfigured animals. The Valley of the Headless Men is a well-known feature in Canada's Northwest Territories' Nahanni National Park Reserve. This moniker is the result of a century's worth of horrific unsolved killings and unsettling incidents that have given rise to a number of paranormal and conspiracy beliefs. Headless corpses, the fundamental mystery. When the skeletons of brothers Willie and Frank McLeod were found in 1908 without their heads, the valley gained notoriety. The McLeod brothers, 1908, their decapitated bodies were discovered at a camp along the South Nahanni River after they vanished for 2 years while mining for gold. Martin Jorgensen, 1917, next to his burned-out hut, a Swiss prospector was discovered beheaded. An unnamed man was discovered beheaded in his sleeping bag in Ontario Minor, 1945. Total toll. Since the early 1900s, up to 44 persons have supposedly died or disappeared in the valley. At least 6 of them have been found to have been beheaded. Theories of conspiracy and the paranormal. Many theories have been proposed in response to the Nahanni Valley's seclusion, thermal activity, and underground caverns. The Naha tribe vanished. The Naha, a ferocious clan who once raided lowland communities, unexpectedly vanished overnight, leaving no sign of their whereabouts, according to local Dene oral history. Some people think they still live in secret areas of the valley. The Wahila. According to cryptid aficionados, the beheadings are the result of a massive prehistoric white wolf-like creature known as the Wahila. Hollow Earth and Lost Worlds. Theorists believe the valley has an entrance to the Hollow Earth, or a tropical lost world where prehistoric animals like mastodons still roam because of its more than 250 uncharted caverns and warm, hot springs. The Subhuman, or Nuk-luk. Near the Liard River in 1964, a group of trappers and John Baptist reported seeing a unique creature known as the Nuk-luk. Description: a hairy, short, around 5 feet, Neanderthal-like humanoid. The Nuk-luk, in contrast to the ape-like Sasquatch, is said to have a long, dark beard, carry clubs, and dress in rudimentary moose skin. Sightings. According to reports, they have been observed gathering food or keeping an eye on human encampment while traveling in groups. Megafauna in the past. There are persistent stories that the valley is home to surviving saber-toothed cats, dire wolves, and mastodons because of its deep gorges and geothermal hot springs which produce localized warmer microclimates. 1. Conspiracy and paranormal theories. The Naha, a ferocious tribe infamous for invading lowland villages, formerly inhabited the region. According to oral history, they vanished overnight without a trace, giving rise to speculations that they either moved into underground tunnels or were eradicated by the evil of the valley. The Tropical Valley. There are persistent legends of a secret, mist-covered sub-valley that is sustained by volcanic heat and is home to tropical flora, which is thought to be the cryptid's habitat. Curse and spirits. Both locals and tourists claim to have heard strange screams coming from the wind, whistling through the canyons, which are frequently taken to be the evil spirits' cries or the ghosts of the Headless Men. White figures. Unlike other people, First Nations communities have reported witnessing unsettling white figures wandering the valley at night. According to local Dene legends, the Naha were a ferocious, mountain-dwelling tribe that harassed low-lying villages before abruptly and inexplicably disappearing from the valley. Important myths concerning the fierce warriors of the Naha tribe. The people that roamed through the mountain and valley was how the Naha were referred to. The Dene people were so terrified of this warlike and powerful clan that they would only talk about them in whispers to avoid drawing their notice or facing retaliation. Mountain raiders. Oral tradition describes how the Naha would descend from their mountain homes into the plains to carry out raids before vanishing into the untamed terrain. The sudden disappearance. The Dene people once made the decision to attack in retaliation. The teepees and camp were deserted when their warriors encircled the Naha hamlet in the highlands at night. The Naha people had disappeared overnight, leaving behind their possessions and smoking fires. Persistent presence. According to certain interpretations of the mythology, the Naha did not truly vanish, but instead withdrew far into the valley's uncharted territory, where they may continue be hostile to outsiders. An unknown evil. For ages, the Dine people have shunned specific areas of the valley, believing that a malevolent spirit or unknown evil resides there. Some of them connect this to the Naha or a force that wiped them off. Linked to the southwest, there is intriguing conjecture that the present Navajo and Apache people may be descended from the Naha, who traveled south after going extinct due to linguistic similarities between the Dine and Navajo languages. Supernatural explanations. The Naha stories have been connected to the beheadings of prospectors in the 20th century. Some have speculated that the warriors' ghosts returned to exact revenge on anyone who ventured into their territory. The hollow earth theory endures in Nahanni because of a special combination of geological abnormalities and regional tradition, even though mainstream science denies the existence of an intraplanetary gap. Several significant pieces of circumstantial evidence found in the park are cited by proponents of the theory. Large, unexplored cave systems. The valley has more than 250 underground caverns, many of which are yet unexplored because they are dangerous and far away. Speculation about deeper, connecting tunnels that lead into the Earth's crust is fueled by the sheer quantity of subterranean passageways. Geothermal, tropical microclimates. Despite being in the Arctic North, steam vents and hot sulfur springs keep some areas of the valley warm all year round. Some have theorized that this warmth comes from an inner Earth source, since it produces lush, mist-covered oases with vegetation and wildlife usually associated in warmer climates. Experiences with prehistoric cryptids. Several accounts of animals as mastodons, huge wolves, and hairy humanoid giants indicate that they are not extinct, but rather are emerging from a protected lost world that is reachable through the deep gorges of the valley. The vanishing Naha tribe, indigenous oral histories of the Naha tribe, who vanished overnight from a camp that was encircled, are sometimes offered as evidence that they withdrew into a subterranean realm in order to evade capture. Magnetic and atmospheric anomalies. According to early explorers and contemporary conspiracy theorists, compasses frequently fail in specific parts of the park. They attribute this occurrence to the magnetic rims or openings to the hollow earth that are renowned in other polar beliefs. The Valley of the Headless Men in Nahanni National Park Reserve continued to be a significant area of interest for cryptozoologists in 2025. Several unique cryptids and occurrences are highlighted in recent documented stories and conversations from 2025 and early 2026, despite the fact that many reports are historical. 2025's cryptid reports and activities. The giant white wolf, or Wahila. Throughout 2025, there were persistent reports of a gigantic, white, wolf-like creature darting among the forests. Early in 2025, experts conducted further studies and conjectured that the Wahila might be either an amphibian, a prehistoric bear dog, or a surviving dire wolf. Hairy giants, or Bigfoot. Significant interest in wandering Sasquatches persisted, with enthusiasts pointing to the valley's undiscovered, confined areas as ideal habitat. Sightings of hairy giants living in canyon wall caverns and giant footprints were reported in February 2025. Prehistoric megafauna. Sightings of animals thought to be extinct, such as dire wolves, woolly mammoths, and even giant lions with thick woolly manes, were reported in 2025 and 2026. Pale figures, ghostly sightings. According to contemporary hiker tales from late 2025 and indigenous Dean stories, white figures or pale-faced demons haunt the valley at night. Conspiracies and paranormal events. The Naha tribe mystery. In early 2026, scientists kept looking into the myth of the Naha, a ferocious mountain tribe that supposedly disappeared overnight. According to some contemporary beliefs, they relocated into remote, deep areas of the valley to protect against intruders rather than ever leaving. Unexplained lights. In 2025, reports of unexplained lights in the sky over the rocky peaks of the valley inspired contemporary UFO rumors. The evil spirit. Locals believe that an old evil ghost that haunts the area is responsible for the unsettling, otherworldly shrieks that visitors in mid-2025 reported hearing at night. Situation in 2026. As of January 2026, the valley is still a popular destination for dark tourism and expedition planners who provide guided tours that highlight both the area's natural beauty and its rich, spooky legend. Some places are still completely off-limits to tourists, which has led to ongoing conjecture in 2026 that these limitations are in place to keep the valley's supernatural forces in check. The San Luis Valley, SLV, in south-central Colorado is frequently referred to as the Bermuda Triangle of the West because of its long history of mysterious occurrences, which include cryptid sightings, horrific cow mutilations, and thousands of UFO reports. Due to its high level of paranormal activity and terrible past, the San Luis Valley, SLV, in south-central Colorado is considered by many to be one of the most unusual and dark areas in North America. 1. History of the violent frontier. The dark reputation of the valley stems from centuries of sorrow and conflict. The Bloody Espinosas, 1863, after claiming to have seen visions from the Virgin Mary, brothers Felipe and Vivian Espinosa went on one of the greatest murderous rampages in the American West, killing up to 32 white settlers. Tracker Tom Tobin ultimately tracked them down, killed them, and supposedly brought their heads back to Fort Garland in a sack. Indigenous slavery. Forced labor was used in the region for millennia. Records show that it took 5 years after the Emancipation Proclamation was signed for Native Americans who were slaves in the area to be freed. Modern crime. The discovery of human remains connected to serial killer Edry Barraz, who was accused of several first-degree murders in the Sanford region, generated headlines across the country in late 2020 and early 2021. 1. The origin of the mystery surrounding cattle mutilation. Cattle mutilations, the Snippy enigma. Many individuals think that the area is where the current practice of mutilating livestock originated. The contemporary unusual animal death, UAD, phenomena is known to have originated in the SLV. The most well-known instance was Snippy the horse, 1967, an Appaloosa mare whose head and neck had been surgically precision-shaved of skin. Unusual circular imprints and radioactivity were observed close by, but no blood was discovered at the spot. Recent activity. Ranchers continue to report unusual animal deaths in the 2020s when they discover cattle missing particular parts, eyes, tongues, genitalia, without any indications of fight, predators, or footprints. 2026 event. On August 14 to 16, 2026, a significant Snippy 2026 memorial event is planned to reveal recently uncovered records and images pertaining to the initial mystery. 1. The Watchtower and UFO hotspot. One of the biggest concentrations of UFO sightings in North America is found in the SLV. Over 300 sightings have been reported at the UFO Watchtower, a roadside attraction and observation platform in Hooper, Colorado. It is located close to 2 purported metaphysical vortexes that are protected by supernatural entities. Sightings, green fireballs, metallic discs, and things longer than a mile traveling at unbelievable speeds are frequently reported. 1. Cryptid reports and encounters. The valley is host to a variety of creature reports in addition to aerial anomalies. Bigfoot. Significant activity has been recorded, including film from Conejos County in 1992 and pristine tracks with toenail prints. Researchers are planning a Colorado Bigfoot expedition in 2026 to explore active sighting locations. The hairy creature, a tall, dark, hairy creature with big, pointed ears and shining eyes that dropped to all fours and ran like a dog, has been reported to law enforcement. Hooded figures. Hunters have reported seeing tall hooded figures with 2 big heads in the vicinity of Ute Mountain in recent years, late 2019 to 2024, along with a 50 to 60-foot tent-like structure. 1. Theories of conspiracies and the paranormal. Underground bases. There are persistent allegations that the valley is connected to military sites such as NORAD by a hidden underground route or facility. Interdimensional portals. Some academics, such as Christopher O'Brien, hypothesize that the valley functions as a portal where trickster-like events manipulate collective human superstition because of the unpredictable nature of the sightings. Spiritual vortexes. According to psychics, the valley has energy portals that draw paranormal and alien beings.